So stay tuned because you don't want to miss it.
I be fucking all the time when I'm gripping her waist in her spine. Not to mention that she is a groupie. She gon' slip from me just like I'm sushi. We can make a motherfucking movie. End up tonight with a hoopla. She was like, ah, blah, blah.
MAV Live Online is starting soon, so stay tuned because you don't want to miss it.
Like she don't even know. She don't even know. She don't even know. She don't even know.
MAV Live Online is starting soon, so stay tuned because you don't want to miss it.
Bitch, she down on her knees, okay. 223 on me, okay. Got no gang on me, okay. Then with the head, she smell like filet. She told me no, she thought I was bad.
MAV Live Online is starting soon, so stay tuned because you don't want to miss it.
Shawty don't think I be doing this. I be up in that first class fucking a stewardess. She be thinking that this shit is ludicrous. She made me feel fucking stupid, bitch. She made me feel fucking clueless, bitch. I be fucking all the time when I'm gripping her waist in her
Live
spine.
Online is starting soon, so stay tuned because you don't want to miss it.
Call me when you wanna tell me. Just give me some topic bad. We can share a bed with a roommate. Group said she wanna do me. She made me feel fucking stupid, bitch. She made me feel fucking clueless, bitch.
MAV Live Online is starting soon, so stay tuned because you don't want to miss
Not
it.
to mention that she is a groupie. She gon' slip from me just like I'm sushi. We can make a motherfucking movie. End up tonight with a hoopla. She was like, ah, blah, blah. Fuck at the dark at the plaza. Got her speaking like Snitcher Rada Rada. Up in that blit like Fafa. She don't even.
Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your boy MAV Live Online back again with another video. Look, I know my hair is in a mess right now. Don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about that. No. I got a few things in store. One, there's been a lot of like commotion throughout this entire week. Yesterday I streamed. It was more of a test. I wanted to stream yesterday and like figure out what I could do because I basically used my new preset. So it's more like, hey, let me go ahead and stream my new preset and whatnot. But other than that, welcome. If you are new, welcome. It is your boy MAV Live Online back again with another video. I tell you what, I have a few things that we could watch right now, but listen, we got a few things in store. I low-key wanted to get into some new videos that we could react to for the longest, but I streamed yesterday, ended up not liking the stream because it was, first off, it took way too long to make a 4-minute song. See, it took way too long to make a 4-minute song. 2 hours. 2 hours of my time. I wasn't even supposed to make that long of a song. But okay. So you know what? We're gonna get into it. Actually, there's a video that I want to react to. And if you are new, hello, welcome. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy MAV Live Online back again with another video. We are gonna watch Why Fast Food Sucks.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
I'm going to show you a
Oh, it's by Matty Boz. I always wanted to figure out what's going on with fast food restaurants nowadays. So we're gonna figure this out together, shall we? Let's figure this out together. I'm gonna make a song later on, so don't worry. Stay right where you are. Stay right where you are, please.
few different modern fast food locations with the logos removed, and I want to see if you can guess which restaurant it is. Here is number 1.
McDonald's.
That is
McDonald's.
Panda Express.
What?
Here is number 2. That is Arby's.
Oh.
Here is number 3.
McDonald's.
That is Burger King.
Oh.
Here is number 4.
Wendy's.
That is Wendy's.
Yeah.
Fast food restaurants in America have completely lost their
Like, nigga, I don't know any of these restaurant. Like, I don't know what. You know what? It's rare because you basically don't really know like how. For how long you go to these restaurants, you don't really know what they look like without the logo. So it's kind of weird. I don't know. And also, if you would have known big back tendencies right there, that's big back tendencies.
identity. But it doesn't stop at these soulless gray buildings.
If you knew a building without the logo, that is big back tendencies.
Fast food used to be cheap, tasty, and most importantly, fast. And on top of that, the experience used to be fun. Today, the color is gone. The prices for a meal are almost the same as a
God, 7 nigga, is this a new where is this at? Chat, what is it? Where is this at?
regular restaurant, and the
Ain't no way this is like here. Ain't no way this is where I am.
service is slower than ever. But this did not happen by accident. In fact, it's all by design. And today I'm going to break down why fast food today is colorless, expensive, and slow. And while it might sound like all hope is lost, there is something you can do to change it. And if enough of us do that, we just might be able to return to the glory days. Modern American fast food buildings are the perfect representation of the soul that's been sucked out of the industry. What used to be these creative architectural fun houses have transformed into sterile gray boxes that are severely lacking identity. Some of them kind of look like modern homes, some of them look like banks, some of them just look like corporate offices.
And that's so weird. They do look like, some of them actually do look like banks.
But when you remove the logo, boxes that are severely lacking identity. Some of them kind of look like modern homes, some of them look like banks, some of them just look like corporate offices. But when you remove
Now, is it because of how different they want to be? Is it because of how different they want to be?
the logo, you genuinely could not tell what restaurant it was. Compare that to what this architectural illustrator posted on Reddit. Even without the logos, you can still tell which building belongs to each fast food brand. Or can you? I'll see if in the comments one of you gets all 12 correct. Early Taco Bell locations were designed to evoke the look and feel of traditional Spanish and Mexican style architecture. The original buildings featured stucco walls, red clay tile roofs, exposed wooden beams, and arched
What year was this at? Because I've never seen this in my life.
entryways. Now, you get a gray box with a modern purple LED light. Pizza Hut's red roof became such an iconic part of their design that now when a
Yeah, they took it away.
new business takes over the building and attempts to redesign, everyone knows it used to be a Pizza Hut. But today's Pizza Hut? Yep, another gray box.
I don't remember seeing this. I've never in my life seen what this used to look like. Like the whole red yeah, no, never.
McDonald's used to have these big glowing arches you could see from a mile away. I was surprised to find out that there are still a few locations
There are somewhere. I don't know.
that maintain that 1960s vintage look. Take this Bloomington, Minnesota location for example. It still has the massive arches on each side, the red and white striped bricks around the edges, and red outline gives it this cartoonish but welcoming vibe. But
also, I was playing The Evil Within 2 last night. I'll have that up later. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna post it on TikTok. But I'm gonna play that tonight.
sometime in 2023, they decided to get rid of all that charm and paint it gray. During McDonald's nationwide boom in the 1970s, they made a major rebrand to build locations faster. The red mansard roofs with the yellow accents that were supposed to resemble French fries is what most people remember visiting throughout their childhood. There are still a few locations out there that haven't been modernized. This one in Dunedin, Florida looks absolutely beautiful with the palm trees and the bright blue sky. Or check out this stunning Durham, North Carolina location.
Yo, where?
This photo was taken in 2021, but it looks like we took a time machine back to 1993.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Sadly, this one was also painted entirely gray in 2024.
Yep.
Even
Yep.
this location outside of Disney World looked like a
Build a website
That
you
shit like a
love.
theme park, bro.
theme park of its own, and I'm sad to admit that this creative masterpiece has been replaced by what looks like a corporate headquarters. Now, one of the main reasons behind the gray box trend is that it's a safer, smarter real estate investment. This strategy leans heavily on modular construction and prefab standardized architecture. When a previous brand needed a very specific build-out, which usually came down to their custom roofs, it just cost more. And in a way, they're also preparing for their imminent failure, because these vague buildings can be transformed into just about any other business. In New Jersey, this Wendy's was transformed into a Burger King. In Missouri, this old Burger King was turned into a Wendy's. This former Taco Bell KFC combo was turned into a local pharmacy. And this former
What?
Arby's is now a local pizzeria. And
Oh no, you can tell that pizzeria is not gonna last long.
to no surprise at all, the local pizzeria made a more charming and visually interesting design. Now, my
Crazy.
favorite is when chains actually do the opposite of this, when they repurpose an old building, like this old bank in Wilmington, North Carolina that was transformed into a Dunkin' Donuts.
Boy, what the?
It's undeniably smarter and probably more sustainable to build buildings that can outlive the brand inside them, which will in turn reduce waste and provide opportunity to future businesses. But there's just something sad about it too. Each restaurant lost all its character. But it's not just the exterior that lost its character. The interior is where many of these places thrived. Stepping inside used to feel like entering a little world of its own. Taco
Yeah.
Bell had these purple and teal Art Deco chairs, textured wall tiles, and neon squiggles that felt like walking through a 90s arcade.
Yeah, that was classic. That was classic. I remember going in one. It was, yeah.
People
Nothing but childhood memories right there. Nothing but childhood memories.
today would probably call this tacky, and they might not be wrong, but damn, it has an identity. But before we dive deeper, the other day I wasted hours trying to cancel all those subscriptions I forgot about. Luckily, today's sponsor,
Up. Ad.
Wendy's, had an immaculate 1970s grandma aesthetic. Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/PatrickCC or click the link in the description to get started for free. Wendy's had an immaculate 1970s grandma aesthetic. Wood-paneled walls, stained glass lamps hanging above every table, plush burgundy booths, and soft yellow lighting that made it feel more like a cozy living room than a
I do not remember this. I do not remember this at all.
fast food joint. And these sunrooms? Dude, these sunrooms absolutely ripped. Pizza Hut felt like a legit sit-down restaurant with thick carpeting, red vinyl booths, and those iconic Tiffany-style lamps that turned every meal into a dimly lit occasion.
Yep, that was the fun of it.
McDonald's had burger seats. Look at these burger seats. Are they a little terrifying? Sure,
Yes.
but I think we can all agree that we want them back. And when management started encouraging a more kid-friendly atmosphere, almost every franchisee built massive playgrounds and indoor sets packed with massive tubes, nets, and ball pits to play in while the adults got to enjoy their
The ball pits aren't even fun anymore. There's like, when there was ball pits. Hello to everybody that's in here right now. I'm gonna get into some music. I'm watching a video right now. Stay where you are though. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. But we were talking. Basically, we're watching why fast food sucks now. Basically, look at this. This is what it used to look like back in either the 90s, early 2000s. You see this ball pit right here? We used to have this back in the day. But I guess when, a certain thing hit, you know what I'm saying? That's when they took all this away. But I don't know. I don't think I could ever go in a ball pit when I was little. I don't think I could ever go in a ball pit. It was covered in feces, piss, and it way too much.
Meal. However, for years, McDonald's had been dealing with injury lawsuits where kids hurt themselves climbing around rope ladders and
That's because them kids acted like them. What makes you
monkey bars. And
McDonald's fined over child injuries. $4 million fine for failing to report that hundreds of children suffered injuries playing on its big back climber. Are you kidding me?
In a 5-year span alone from 1986 to 1991, 1,500 injury claims were filed against McDonald's when kids fell off their equipment or got trapped in one of their structures.
What? I mean, how old were these kids? Hold on. Let's be honest. How old were these kids? Because ain't no way.
Hundreds, if not thousands of injuries went unreported, and not to mention the sanitation concerns. Even as a kid, I knew those things were filthy. Some places
True. Yep.
have still tried to hang on to that old
And they never cleaned them, especially at night. You know they never cleaned them bitches. They never cleaned them.
school charm well into the 2020s. I found this 1950s retro diner-inspired McDonald's location in Williamsburg, Virginia. They have a whole-ass 1957 Chevy on the inside just parked in the middle of the restaurant.
Oh, that's fire.
This beautiful time capsule location was, you guessed it,
Oh no,
grayed out and turned into another modernized hospital cafeteria a few years ago. A location in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn was redesigned to a 1980s theme for a Marvel movie, and to no surprise at all, everyone loves it. And even though it still doesn't look like a true time capsule, it's just enough retro and modern combined to give the place a lot more soul. And if you're watching this and you have a fast food location near you,
I hate these ads.
still has some old school charm, drop it in the comments because I want to see. But the blueprint for the modern fast food gray box, the minimalism, the neutral tone textured wallpaper, the IKEA chairs that hurt to sit in, the inoffensive abstract art, the dim industrial lighting, it can all be blamed on Chipotle. Chipotle's early 2000s expansion marked a turning point in the fast food industry. Their concept was called fast casual. You still got your food quickly, but the experience felt more elevated. The menu was simple, the ingredients were marketed as fresher, and the interiors ditched the kid-friendly chaos in favor of something more modern. Because of this, they were able to charge a higher price, and teenagers, college kids, and young professionals.
I still go to Chipotle to this day. Chipotle is pretty good, but Kava will always win, and Kava will always have my heart because I like Kava.
Were more than willing to pay. But they weren't just paying for vibes. Those 2010s Chipotle burritos were massive. You used to get at least 2 servings of food for one price, which made it comparable to 2 fast food trips. Chipotle's success came at a time when McDonald's and other giants were on a rapid decline. In 2003, McDonald's stock price fell to a 9-year low, and in Q4 of 2023 was the first net loss in profits they
I honestly don't remember Chipotle ever I remember that whole what was it? It was something different. It was like something weird with their food. Like they weren't cleaning it. Like it was something.
Ever had, losing $344 million. Public pressure around junk food intensified during this period. The Super Size Me documentary further tarnished the company's brand. The doc followed Morgan Spurlock, who ate at McDonald's restaurants 3 times a day, every day for a month, consuming every item on the chain's menu at least once. At the end of the experiment, the 32-year-old had gained 24.5 pounds, a 13% body mass increase, increased his cholesterol to dangerous levels, and became the proof the media needed to paint fast food as the face of America's obesity crisis.
I remember this movie. This movie came out. I think he did it again.
So while McDonald's scrambled to repair its image, Chipotle was thriving, offering a cleaner, simpler, healthier experience that looked and felt like the opposite of everything fast food had become. In response, McDonald's started the Forever Young campaign to...
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new, feel free to subscribe and like the video for me. Feel free to like and subscribe for your boy, please. Please stick around. By the way, I'm about to make after this video is done, we'll continue with more stuff.
transformed the playground feel into a cafe-style space. What resulted was a push for a more contemporary aura, accented by terracotta, olive, and gray colors paired with wooden furniture. Of course, other fast food restaurants saw this change and followed suit. I also believe that the success of Starbucks and maybe even the Apple Store had a big impact on the aesthetics of fast food chains. Starbucks proved that people would pay a premium price to hang around in a space that felt upscale, and Apple taught the entire retail world that an ultra-minimalist design could signal trust and quality. Today, seemingly every fast food chain takes a little bit of inspiration from Chipotle, Starbucks, and the Apple Store, which has majorly contributed to them losing what made them special in the first place. Fast food restaurants were meant to be bold, fun, and kid-friendly, or even calm and cozy sit-downs for the family. But designers Lynn Rosenbaum and Michael Muchoff told the YouTube channel Cheddar that the design choices are nothing more than a marketing tactic.
We have to be perceived as new and fresh and offering food that is new and fresh. What has changed within our restaurant? We want to communicate that to the customer on the outside, and the easiest way to do that is through architecture and interior design.
How can we make it look healthier, but not actually make it healthier? That's basically the gist.
That's crazy.
I don't think any logical person is expecting fast food to be healthy, but the risk used to be worth the reward. Because beyond the building design and modern branding, it seems like they aren't even trying to.
What the fuck is this?
Taste good anymore. The burgers aren't even close to as advertised, with buns flat as a pancake and lettuce that looks like it was left out all night. Places like KFC refuse to change the oil in their fryers, so you can't even taste the chicken anymore. And those so-called crispy fries you ordered look like they were defrosted, placed under a heat lamp, and served without anyone noticing they missed a crucial step. Even legendary YouTuber The Report of the Week, who has spent the past decade reviewing fast food menu items, just about had a meltdown over the decline in quality and service across every big chain in the US after countless bad experiences in 2023.
Instances not as bad as this, but where there have been problems with my order, with the quality, it's just elapsing more and more. And it's not just Culver's. It's every place. McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Taco Bell, you name it. There have been so many places, and I'm sure you've noticed this, that I've reviewed in the
I remember this guy. This guy is actually pretty cool. He's really cool.
last couple years, where the food has just been awful. It's quite frankly disgusting. I hate when this happens, and what bothers me even more is when it's becoming more and more of the norm. When I'm trying out these sorts of items, and time and again, it's some burnt piece of garbage. It's some just vile slop, for lack of a better word. And it's getting to the point now where pretty much every other item that I review is just, it's disgusting in some way or another. Or it's just so overpriced that it might be alright, but it's like you're burning your money. What's even the point?
But even if fast food companies lost the fun, lost the undeniable guilty pleasure taste, at least it's still cheap, right? Nope. Chick-fil-A, Arby's, Wendy's, Jimmy John's, Chipotle, Taco Bell, Popeyes, and McDonald's all raised their prices by 55 to 100% between 2014 and 2024. Most of us can remember a time where $5 could fill you up at most restaurants. Maybe you'd snag a couple of grillers or a fill-up box from Taco Bell, a McDouble, McChicken, and
now the fill-up box is like $7, $6, $8 now.
Fries, a famous bowl from KFC, and even if you wanted to get full meals, you'd still spend less than $10. What I found shocking is that Columbus, Ohio has the most affordable fast food in the country, but meals still cost $10 on average. Most cities average $12 to $13 for a fast food meal, and I can say with certainty, at least where I live, that there are plenty of local restaurants serving way better food for $13.
Yeah.
Some McDonald's locations were charging as high as $18 for a Big Mac meal. In 2024, the McDonald's president Joe Erlinger attempted to address many of the concerns that Americans had with
Is this the guy that we're supposed to be worried about, chat?
McDonald's prices significantly rising. What's funny is that they made this graphic that claims to debunk a bunch of myths, while claiming that the facts state that they have only raised their prices by 20 to 40% since 2019. Like they put this obnoxious claim as a myth. McDonald's medium fries increased by 138%, just to attempt to soften the blow when they say that the fact is that the average price of a medium fries was a 44% increase. Like we're
Nigga, what?
supposed to be like, oh, only a 44% increase for fries that are soggy, cold, and take 20 minutes to get? Ah, that's so much better than 138%. The reality is that fast food has entirely changed its value proposition to customers in America. It's no longer about being cheap, it's about being lazy. A professor of marketing at Johns Hopkins said, these chains are not charity organizations. They're not trying to serve cheap food to people who are complaining about high prices. They're trying to get people who have either stopped going to the store or never went there. I suspect the value pricing approach is working for McDonald's. Okay. So, they killed the vibes, ruined the taste, charged way too much money. Is it at least still fast? Well, kinda. The speed of service has drastically decreased as Americans become more dependent on the drive-thru. America runs on urgency. Our cities are built to drive around, not stop and hang out in. Our work weeks are packed, our commutes are long, and our breaks are short. Everything in our culture
I honestly get an hour.
tells us to move faster, work more, and consume more. So we designed an entire meal experience around not having to stop moving. Pull up in your car, order before you speak to a person, get your food in a brown bag, and don't even look inside until you're already merging onto the highway. And stuff the fries down your throat with one hand while the other is on the wheel. Drive-thrus aren't about convenience. They're a survival mechanism for a society that doesn't have time to sit down. But now even that convenience is starting to collapse. What used to be a 3 to 5 minute pit stop
Now it just be taking too long just to get something. 20 minutes. Bro, dead ass, it takes 20 minutes to get food. I remember going to Bojangles, getting a Big Back meal, and it took them niggas like 20-30 minutes just for them to say, can you wait in another parking spot so that we can go get your food? Like, what?
has turned into a 15+ minute wait behind a line of frustrated drivers. Even places like In-N-Out are facing major problems, with lines that literally cause traffic on the highways next to them. Pretty much every Chick-fil-A I've ever been to around lunch
It's packed.
time has 2 rows of 20+ cars bumper to bumper. Many locations are trying to combat these frustrating wait times by having staff walk around with iPads so you can get that somewhat satisfaction that your order is being taken care of, but it doesn't make the food come out any faster. Now you might think that removing drive-thrus in some locations or incentivizing walk-ins would somehow speed things up, but fast food restaurants have done their homework. Research shows that 47% of US consumers would simply avoid going to a store that doesn't have a drive-thru, and twice as many people prefer using the drive-thru to going in store.
Are you kidding me? Why?
And that's because of the American go culture, as well as us not prioritizing eating as a meaningful experience. It's just another task to check off the list. Meals in other countries are a cultural staple, a time to slow down, talk, share, and connect. Americans treat eating as something you do out of necessity between meetings, in traffic, or while staring at your phone. And
Hold up, chat. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back, okay? Hold on, chat.
Back to grab some snacks and some drinks. He probably went to pee. BTW, how is everyone doing today? Hopefully, it was a nice day for you today. BTW, help me reach 50 followers by the end of this month. It would be so cool to see that happen. Also, to make that happen, be sure to follow Mav on Instagram at Maverick Mike and YouTube at Just Marv. It shouldn't take him this long to get back. Chat, while he's gone, be sure to spam that nigga probably taking a shit. Mav will be right back to grab some snacks and some drinks. He probably went to pee. BTW.
Alright, chat, I'm back. I had to go get water.
Talking to you, who's literally eating a meal while watching this right now. The obsession with quick service.
It's crazy because I usually eat meals during video time.
Service, combined with fast food's obsession with margins, is slowly turning these restaurants into massive robotic garages, like this concept released by Taco Bell in 2022 for their new vision for making service easier than
that looks like a bank.
Never before, or the new designs Chick-fil-A is rolling out that prioritize quick service, or Jimmy John's cutting down the size of their restaurant to resemble more of a studio apartment.
It kind of do look like a studio apartment, and I've never seen this at all.
To make it even more streamlined, restaurants are releasing AI menu stands that replace humans.
3 ice cold Jaeger.
Oh my god.
Meister shots, please.
Actually, yeah, if y'all go to a Chick-fil-A right now, there's a few Chick-fil-A's that actually use AI for their like new person to like take orders. Actually, there's a Bojangles right up near Mebane somewhere. Right up near Mebane. It's like in South Carolina. And they have an AI like voice that takes the order. It's so weird.
Staff members, and the responses have been mixed, with some customers praising the decision and others arguing this is one step further in the wrong direction. So correct orders and no more attitudes for no reason? More jobs with human contact are going away. With fast food restaurants doing everything they can to make service seamless and Americans demanding even more convenience, how far away are we from a robotic arm extending from a building and just dumping the food right into our mouths? But as grim as the future looks, there is a way to fight this. There is a way to demand change, get better quality food, better prices, better speeds, and an all-around better experience. The solution is quite simple, and it's being implemented all over the world. Fast food is better outside of America, not just by opinion, but by design. Many nations have stricter regulations on food quality, preservatives, and sourcing. In places like Japan, France, or Germany, the ingredients are often fresher, the portions are more balanced, and the presentation is far more respectful of the dining experience. But this change didn't necessarily happen out of respect, it was by force. Like in France, when 5 activist farmers tore down a McDonald's that was being built in the southern town of Malau in August 1999. They handed out Roquefort cheese at the protest, which they said was to denounce US import restrictions and hormone-treated beef. But this was a calculated attack. In that same week, French farmers dumped 6 tons of manure on a McDonald's restaurant in Arles.
What? Yo, them farmers over there are crazy.
A symbol of resistance against American food imperialism and the spread of unhealthy, standardized meals. And it wasn't just about the food, they were defending culture, agriculture, and tradition. And it worked. French consumers began demanding local.
So basically what he's trying to say is if we protest against these corporate ass fast food chains, we might be able to go back to where it used to be. Okay, cool. Got it.
Sourced ingredients, and McDonald's responded. Today, around 75% of the food served in McDonald's France is sourced domestically. Now, this doesn't mean go and destroy your local McDonald's, but it is proof that a protest goes a long way. Also,
it kind of does. It kind of does. Also, if you are new, feel free to drop a like. Also, we are aiming to get 500 subs by the end of this year. That is my goal. My goal is to reach 500 by the end of this year. I don't know what I might do, but yes.
So McDonald's Europe became the first food service retailer in many markets to sell Marine Stewardship Council certified sustainable fish. The MSC is widely considered the gold standard certification for sustainable wild-caught seafood, because if they did not meet these standards, then European countries would simply not allow them to serve fish. In India, they mostly don't serve beef or pork items due to religious values held by the citizens. In China, they serve taro pies. Taro is a plant native to Southeast Asia whose roots and leaves are used for food in this region. In Saudi Arabia, 100% of their menu must be halal. Therefore, all products served at McDonald's restaurants are inspected and approved by local authorities and Islamic inspectors at the countries of export.
Wow.
The point is, McDonald's and other fast food restaurants will abide by socio-cultural, religious, food preferences, and environmental factors, or they will simply not be allowed to serve food in that country. And they might even complement the country with a vibey atmosphere. They'll serve food in decommissioned planes in New Zealand, a colorful building pagoda in China, or a ski up in Sweden. The end result: better service, better food, better vibes, and customers who treat eating as something worth sitting down for. All of these point to the fact that fast food restaurants can still be colorful, fun, cheap, and have the best quality food available for their meals. It's just that they only change when people finally start to walk away. This is not the answer you want, but it is the truth. Sure, the buildings are gray and bland. Sure, the service is slow. Sure, the food doesn't taste as good, and corporate greed is driving up.
Yeah, $18 for a big back meal, for a big back ass meal for $18 is crazy.
The price, but you can protest. You can just stop going, and they will be forced to resort back to the things that made these restaurants special in the first place. But until most of us refuse to order from these fast food restaurants, then nothing is going to change.
We have gone.
Okay, so that was I forgot what it was, but I have videos to watch, so either we can do some music or we can do some videos. I usually go for like maybe 1 or 2 videos and then like try and make a song in between there. So
if you're watching this right now,
by the way, if you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. It is your boy MAV is live on live. Hello again, everybody that's in here. I got another video that we can react to, and then like a song that I'm gonna do. But have y'all heard of the rapture, of TikTok's failed rapture shit? Have y'all heard it? No? Okay, well, I just now learned that there was a huge report. We're gonna react to this video. So feel free to stick around.
it means one and one thing only. You've officially missed the rapture. Your sins caught up to you and you didn't make the bus to heaven. Whether that was you stealing gum from the front of the register thinking the cashier wouldn't notice, scooting to maximum capacity while your ancestry line watched in horror, and the world has officially turned to hell. You didn't really need a rapture to realize that, let's be honest. Wars happening every month, countries getting burned to the ground every other week, the country of Israel, Labubu's, it was bound to implode on us eventually. But first we gotta start where this all came from and where every biblical accuracy always comes from. TikTok. Before that too, I also want to explain what the rapture even is for people that aren't Christian or just may not know it. The rapture is the belief in Christianity that at the right time, Jesus will come back and take all his believers from earth to heaven. And there's supposed to be some major signs happening on earth that it may be happening soon. One being increased wars, famines, and natural disasters. A decline of morals and people becoming more greedy and violent. A rise of the Antichrist, whether that be Trump, Mr. Beast, or Caillou. I mean, we fit right in the description for it to happen anytime soon. I do think it's funny though that you can fit a lot of these things in basically any time in humanity. And look, as y'all know, I am a Christian, I am a believer. But if you think this time we're in right now is even close to how bad certain times were in the
Yeah, just wait and see. There's a whole lot in store for this world. Just wait and see.
past, someone from the 1930s would be begging to come to this time. They had the Great Depression, the rise of Adolf, Stalin purging his whole country, the Spanish Civil War. Meanwhile, our 2030s is going to be filled with consumerism with AI robots that work half the time. One of the first things they tell you in Christianity, though, is that no human being will be able to know except God when it's gonna happen. There's also sectors of Christianity that believe people completely misinterpreted what was said, and the actual rapture people imagine isn't ever gonna happen. It was more metaphorical. But even in sectors that do believe it, there are multiple verses stating this, one being Acts 1:7, which says, when the disciples asked Jesus about the timing, he said, it is not for you to know the times or dates the Father has set by his own authority. You can't get more clear than that. He basically said, shut up and wait, little bro. So I don't know why people on TikTok or in general are just believing in a random rapture date that someone gives. I think the only way they consume the Bible is if an AI gives them a short summary of it. The reason this one got so big was because a South African preacher named Joshua McKellar went on an interview and said he had a vision of Jesus, and he straight up told him that the rapture is going to happen on the 23rd to 24th of this September. And while I'm writing this video on the 23rd, which is one of the days he gave, and nothing's happened, and I'm going to be editing this on the 24th of September, which is the last day. Meaning if it doesn't happen in that time frame, he's a fraud. Shocker.
Yeah, so after hearing news about this, cause this got big, that nigga was on the news about the so-called, rapture. Listen, you can't play with things like that. I'm gonna be honest, you cannot play with things like that. So when I heard this, I was like, bro, am I tripping, or is this like real? Like, is this like really, like, what? Not to mention that it got famous off of TikTok. So we're gonna go into this even more.
First up, we've got Shake video masks.
You're 100% confident.
100% does not do it for me. I mean,
like when I saw this, I was like, this nigga is tripping.
$1,000,000,000 sure.
So I've seen Jesus in 2018, and he gave me the rapture date of the 23rd and the 24th of September, and I did not die.
By the way, this was like a week ago. This was like a few weeks ago. We're in October now. We're in October, but this was a few weeks ago of when this guy had stated that it was going to happen. Not to mention that it blew out of proportion way too quickly.
So I'll be doing a live in this channel, Medic for Christ. Medic for Christ will be, what do you call it, corresponding.
Yes. Just what we needed in the rapture. Somebody streaming it for everybody else on earth who are burning in eternal hell to be caught up on it. Maybe they can get some subs to make it to heaven. People on TikTok have absolutely zero research ability. I think they gotta implement community notes like they did on Twitter to combat misinformation, because this is just insane. It would take you like 2 seconds to skip to any part of this interview with this guy and realize he's insane. And he's doing it just to get clout for his YouTube channel. Like, who the shouts out their YouTube channel if the rapture's gonna happen? Gang, you're not gonna—
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the whole video. The whole video was crazy.
Gonna need it anymore. I'm sure people on Earth will notice people floating up all of a sudden. And his prediction comes from a video on YouTube of this random channel interviewing him on a podcast. It's not even like he's some established pastor around the world that has predicted multiple things. Bro just popped up on an interview and people assumed he was one of Jesus' disciples. It got so big they created a whole movement with it, calling it Rapture Talk and Rapture Now on TikTok, where people of course had to do away with their final things they wanted to leave on Earth and to say their goodbyes. This one lady was—
No. And it's true. It's true because, hold on, chat. Goddamn. It's true. It's true. Listen, there was so many TikToks of people giving away their cars, their money, their jewelry, their clothes, their houses. It was crazy. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind enough to leave Bibles for the rest of y'all that stayed in hell.
Hey guys, all right.
I saw this TikTok, by the way. I saw this TikTok. I was like, bro, let me get off this app. Let me get off this app. Because I was like, bruh, like, what?
What did I do today to prepare my home for the people that are left behind? Let me show you. I got these at the Dollar Tree. I just wrote these on here, like little notes. I also bookmarked some scriptures. There's the scriptures for you.
These kind of videos make me feel kind of bad because she seems well-meaning, but it's so off the mark. It also shows how hopeless we are now because are just trying to leave already. When I see people like this, I know they have some trauma they never dealt with, and this is the road they end on. Every religion always has its religious fanatics that go off the deep end more than the average follower, which is why I really think those mega churches are so exploitative and disgusting. They take these people's traumas and have them come to their church where they act like they have all the answers. They can
Yep.
cure your broken foot by waving their hand over it because God personally gave them the power to do it. Then they end up buying mansions and private jets, all while none of their money gets taxed. We gotta talk about more how much that's a hack. Does the IRS even look into these type of churches? Kenneth Copeland famously cured COVID though, so I think he should keep his mansions and jets.
COVID-19!
That nigga is scary, bro. Like, dead ass. Like, his eyes, bro. Demon. Demon. That is a demon.
Burn.
This gotta be the Antichrist. I refuse to believe this man is a real preacher. There's not a single interview you'll see with him where his face looks comforting at all.
No, like, seriously. Like, he is very creepy. That is a creepy old ass man.
Shopping is hard. Make it easy with
Like, dead ass. Like, I've never seen somebody that looks more like the Antichrist than that nigga. Because that yo, like, for real?
This gotta be the Antichrist. I refuse to believe this man is a real preacher. There's not a single interview you'll see with him where his face looks comforting at all. Africa, funnily enough, has a ton of these type of false preachers where they kind of just say and people believe it. And over there, it's way more likely in less developed parts for people to believe whatever the pastor says. When I say they can say anything, they can say anything. Which is why you got people like Joshua pop up so often over there. There's this one famous clip where a preacher said, if you don't see him in heaven, you're in hell.
If you get to heaven, write this down. You get to heaven and you don't find me there.
I saw this too, bro. Yo, no cap. I saw this video clip on YouTube. It was so funny. Because he missed the mark. He missed the mark of what he was saying. I was like, what?
That's not heaven.
I'm gonna be honest, I wish I had this level of confidence to lie and bullshit like this. Do y'all think they ever wonder what's actually gonna happen when their time comes to an end? Like when they gotta confront God and tell him why they lied on his name? Yeah, my bad with all that fake preaching, and I know that's a crazy mortal sin to do. But do you mind if I go through the gate still? It's crazy how far they come though and how their churches keep growing and growing. It's not like Kenneth Copeland woke up one day being a mega church pastor with a $300 million net worth. He had to gain trust from a large public sector. There was also another big rapture day predicted back in 2011, which makes it funnier that people believe the one now. And that one, as you can guess, completely failed because we're still on Earth. Harold Camping, who was a Christian radio broadcaster and owned an entire radio network, which on average had 2 to 3 million listeners at a certain point, started his own prediction of the rapture date, saying it was gonna happen on May 21st, 2011. Of course people believed it. In fact, I think misinformation was even worse back then. Like, we know it's bad now and spreads quicker, but we have ways to combat it quickly. At that time, people had limited reach for things they could communicate with, and it was still less common. You can see the moments recorded when people realized it was a lie and fake and their whole world was shattered.
A little let down. I went on a spending spree, went out, partied hard last night. Didn't work out. Now I gotta go in a few more hours.
Yeah, so for the people that said without having phones and social media we were better at interpreting information, that was 100% false. The difference between him and Joshua though is that he had money to do it. So he went out buying billboards and doing all types of advertising to tell people it was happening. Driving around cars to advertise that the day was coming. Imagine believing in another faith or being an atheist and seeing something like this. You probably just looked at it for a second, then continued on with your day. And just like with the most recent rapture, people took it and ran with it. People sold their cars and quit their jobs, which I don't understand the car part because it won't really matter if you're going to heaven if you sell your car. Like, those dollars ain't gonna get you in heaven. Everything's gonna be free. Unless they got vending machines up there, and if you're unholy, you're gonna have to pay for things. Once the day came and nothing happened, he did apologize for the mistake, but the damage was done. I don't understand why these preachers ruin their whole careers over fake rapture dates like this. this. Especially since he was well established, he could have ran things like normal day to day and made good money until he died. But he wanted a viral moment and cooked his company, which eventually shut down. No one's gonna believe anything you say after lying on something this huge. Going back to Joshua though, apparently now he has a brand new vision of the rapture. How's he getting all these visions every day? You would think he's God's right-hand man. If he keeps milking due dates of a rapture and somehow still makes money, he's got the method. I don't know how anybody's never thought of that before. You could come up with a new date and say God gave you a new vision of a different date. Then you could say the old date was wrong the whole time and God was just practicing how devoted you are.
The Lord is going to clarify, you know, he's going to clarify everything, because some people do think that I'm deceived or I've seen something else but not Jesus. Rapture me to heaven. This was a couple of years ago. And, you know, I went in a dream and moved to the location where God wanted me to be. And when I was there...
For the ones that are new, we are reacting to TikTok's failed rapture.
An angel, not Jesus.
If you are new, feel free to drop a like and a sub. I'm trying, my goal right now is to get to 500 by the end of this year. Share with your friends. I am about to make a song now, so after this video we're gonna get into a song.
But an angel came with a chariot.
Bro, this is something straight out of Cinderella. Was he in a dress and had glass slippers too? He's describing the experience like how movies portrayed in Hollywood.
I was taken.
And for the ones that are just now coming in, we have just got done watching Why Fast Food Sucks now. And now we're on to this video.
And I was in this chariot and it started to fly right up to the sky with me. And
you know this nigga is lying.
I could see the blue sky, you know, and I could feel the joy because I knew that I was going to heaven. But then it happened that while I was feeling the joy, before we could go through the sky into space, I started to feel a sadness within me. And this time I had not come out with the message. I started to feel a sadness within me. And this sadness was because in that dream, in that moment, while I was being raptured, I had not told people that I know the day Jesus is coming to rapture the church.
This whole scenario sounds hilarious because how was he getting sent to heaven and then told God's angels, no, you must stop. I must tell people on earth when the time is. There is no human being that could stop an angel from doing its task. And I love how it's a dream now. There's multiple interviews where he said it's a dream, then a vision, then a real experience where he's personally met Jesus. Jesus must really hate his ass to keep sending him back here though. You got people on TikTok now coping that it hasn't happened and are coming up with alternative reasons to why it hasn't. This one dude's new excuses because it's Rosh Hashanah hasn't ended, which is the holiday for Jewish New Year. And by the time you're watching this, it's probably ended.
Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. Like, I know this is going to happen. Please, everything, and I tell you guys, everything is pointing towards this date. We still have time. And I'm like, the Lord is continuously sending me signs, yo, like, guys, like, truthfully, I'm telling you guys, man.
Nah, getting raptured at McDonald's being your last meal is nasty work. You wouldn't want to go all out and get the most exquisite dinner on your final day? Anyways, that's gonna be it. Let me know what y'all think about this. We honestly got an all-star coming together and talking about what we're gonna do now that we're left behind to survive. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
All right. So that was TikTok's failed rapture. Let's see here. There's a lot of other videos that I would love to react to, but okay. So we're going into BandLab now. Test some things out. I got some beats that we could make. I got some palette. That's your genre. Okay. All right, cool. Cool. I gotta find a song, honestly. Hold on, chat. I gotta find a song. If I remember correctly. I know I got some up in this mug. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Applicants, downloads, motions. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's Halloween, by the way. By the way, I'm using my new preset. You know I'm on. Wow, meant to put some reverb in this bitch. No, 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 no.
Bye. Okay, bye. My life sucks. Comments and verses. You know it's hard. I'm on my presses. My life sucks. Hold on. My life sucks. I'm on the presses. She wanna fight. I can't no messes. She wanna start. I told her baby. She wanna love. I called her back. Hold on. She wanna start. I told her baby. She wanna love. I called her back. She wanna start. She wanna fuck. I told her come baby. She wanna love. I got her baby. Hold on. She wanna fuck. I told her come baby. She wanna love. I got her baby. She wanna fuck. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. I told her baby. You know you want. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. I told her baby. You know. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. 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 Couple of men don't wanna touch. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. She wanna fuck. I told her touch. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. My no. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. I told her love. You're not my love. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. I'm sipping drink straight out the cup. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. I'm sipping drink straight out the cup. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. I'm sipping drink straight out the cup. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. I'm sipping drink straight out the cup. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. I'm sipping drink straight out the cup. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. I'm sipping drink straight out the cup. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. I'm sipping drink straight out the cup. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. I'm sipping drink straight out the cup. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. I'm sipping drink straight out the cup. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. I'm sipping drink straight out the cup. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. I'm sipping drink straight out the cup. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. I'm sipping drink straight out the cup. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. I'm sipping drink straight out the cup. I'm sipping wine, no time for talk. She wanna die. Okay, like hi. Hold on. I'm sipping drink straight out the cup. I'm sipping wine, no time for lie. Hold on. I'm sipping wine, no time for lie. Woo! God, nigga. I'm sipping wine, no time. I'm sipping drink straight out the cup. I'm sipping wine straight out the cup.
on, chat. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. We getting somewhere, nigga. We getting somewhere, chat. I'm sipping wine, straight out the car. Do you wanna fuck? I'm sipping Dre, straight out the car. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. I'm sipping Dre, straight out the car. I'm sipping wine, 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 straight out the car. How does that sound? Okay, that sounds good on here. I'm sipping Dre, straight out the cup. No time for love, I'm only one. Wait, hold on. No time for love. I'm sipping Dre, straight out the cup. No time for love, she wanna fuck. No time for love, she wanna fuck. I'm sipping Dre, straight out the cup. She wanna hug. No time for love. She wanna hug. No time for love. No time for love. She wanna hug. 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 No time for love. She wanna fuck. I'm sipping Dre, straight out the cup. She wanna hug. No time for love. She wanna hug. No time for love. 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 She wanna hug. No time for love. 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 She wanna hug. No time for love. No time for love. No time for love. Sucks. She wanna fuck. I'm sipping Dre, straight out the cup. She wanna hug. No time for love. 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 No time for She wanna hug. No time for love. No time for love. No time for love. No time for love. She wanna fuck.
No time for love, she just wanna fuck. She want my heart, I told her cuff. No time for love, she just wanna fuck. She want my heart. No time for love, she just wanna fuck. 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 No time for love, no time for love, no time for love. No time for love, she just wanna fuck. No time for love, she just wanna fuck. No time for love, she just wanna fuck. Dawn is on. No time for love, she just wanna fuck. No time for love, got no time for love. No time for love, she just wanna fuck. No time for love, she just wanna fuck. No time for love, she just wanna fuck. Pop in an X pill, baby, won't you fly? No time for love, she just wanna fuck. She be popping pills, hold on. No time for love, she just wanna fuck. She be popping pills, I just wanna lie. No time for love, she just wanna fuck. Off of a X pill, she just wanna love. Wanna fuck. Off of a X pill, she no time for love, she just wanna fuck. Couple mil, hold on. No time for love, she just wanna fuck. Couple of mil, I just wanna love. Wanna fuck. Couple of mil, I just wanna love. Oh my god, bro. Couple of mil, I just wanna love. Wanna fuck. Couple of mil, I just wanna love. No time for love, she just wanna fuck. Need my mil, hold on. Need 1 mil, hold on. No. No time for love, she just wanna fuck. Off of X pill, she just wanna love. Wanna fuck. Off of X pill, she just wanna love. No time for love, she just wanna fuck. Off of X pill, she just wanna mill. She just wanna mill. Wanna fuck. Off of X pill, she just wanna mill. No time for love, she just wanna fuck. Off of X pill, she just wanna mill. Hold on. She just wanna mill. No time for love, she just wanna fuck. Off of X pill, she just wanna mill. Wanna fuck. Off of X pill, she just wanna mill. Wanna fuck. Off of X pill, she just wanna mill. Wanna fuck. Off of X pill, she just wanna mill. Wanna fuck. Off of X pill, she just tell? Baby, what's your deal? Baby, what's your deal? Fucking mil. I just can't tell. Baby, what's your tell? Hold on. What's your chill. No time for love, she just wanted fun. Off a fix pill, she just wanna real. Baby, what's your deal? You know that I'm chill. No time for love, no time for love. Out the cup, she wanna hug. No time for love, no time for love. 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 No time for love.
Nigga, I'm finna bust.
No time for love. No time for love. She just wanted fun. Off a fix pill. She just wanna real. Baby, what's your deal? You know that I'm chill. You know that I'm chill. Oh, you know that I'm chill. She just wanna real. Baby, what's your deal? You know that I'm chill. We've been having a good time. You know that she just wanna real. Baby, what's your deal? You know that I'm chill. We didn't have a time. You know that I'm chill. We didn't have a time. Living a hell of a time. We didn't have a hell of a time. She just wanna real. Baby, what's your deal? You know that I'm chill. You know that I'm trill. You know that I'm chill. You know that I'm trill. You know that I'm chill. You know that I'm trill. You know that I'm chill. You know that I'm trill. You know that I'm trill. You know that I'm chill. You know that I'm trill. You know that I'm trill. You know that I'm trill. You know that I'm chill. You know that I'm trill. You know that I'm trill. Poppin' the pipe. You know that I'm trill. She just wanna make me fucking wild. You know that I'm trill. You know your wife. Fucking happens in the tie. We put that boy in a tie. You know that I'm trill. We put that boy in a tie. I'm trill, making a couple mil, making a couple mil. You know that I'm trill, we gon' touch a mil. We gon' touch a mil. We gon' touch a mil. I'm trill. We gon' touch a mil. 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 You know that I'm trill. We gon' touch a mil. We gon' touch a mil. Cup of her ex, she want my love. We gon' touch a mil. Cup of, speaking of exes, we gon' touch a mil. Cup of a mess, we gon' touch a mil. Speaking of ex, I want no exes. Speaking of ex, I want no exes. We gon' touch a mil. Speaking of exes, I want no messages. Speaking of exes, I want no messages. We gon' touch a mil. Speaking of exes, I want no messages. Speaking of exes, I want no messages. Oh, speaking of exes, bitch, I want no messages. Oh, I like that. Hold on, I gotta. We gon' touch a mil. Speaking of exes, I want no messages. Speaking of exes, I want no messages. Yeah. Speaking of exes, I want no messages. Speaking of exes, I want no messages. I'm chill. You know that I'm trill. We gon' touch a mil. Speaking of exes, I want no messages. We gon' touch a mil. Speaking of exes, I went over. We gon' touch a mil. Speaking of exes, I went over messages. Speaking of exes, I went over messages. We gon' touch a mil. Speaking of exes, I went no messages. Speaking of exes, I went no messages. Talking about everything. of exes, I went no messages. Talking about having sex, you ain't on ultimates. Speaking of exes, I went no messages about having sex. She want my money next. Speaking of exes, I went no messages. Talking about having sex, I'ma put you to next. Put you to the curb and you is next. Speaking of exes, I went no messages. I'm talking about having sex. I went no mentions, bitch. I'm talking about having sex. I went no mentions, bitch. I'm talking about having sex. I went no mentions, bitch. I went no messages. I'm talking about having sex. I went no mentions, bitch. I'm talking about having sex. I went no mentions, bitch. I'm talking about I went no messages. I'm talking about I went no messages. I'm talking about having sex. I went no mentions, bitch. Sex. I went no messages. I'm talking about having sex. I went no mentions, bitch. I'm talking about having sex. I went no mentions, bitch. I'm talking about having sex. I went no mentions, bitch. She just wanna know, baby, what's your tell? You know that I'm chill. You know that I'm trill. We gon' touch a mill. Speaking of exes, I went no messages. I'm talking about having sex. I went no mentions, bitch. chill. You know that I'm chill. She wanna hard. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. My life sucks. She wanna fuck. I'm sipping drink. Drink straight out the cup. She wanna hard. No time for love. Straight out the cup. She wanna hard. No time for love. No time for love. No time for love. No time. No. No time for love. No time for love. She just wanna fuck. Off FX pill. She just wanna melt. Baby, what's your tell? You know that I'm chill. Oh yeah. No time for love. No time for love. No time for love. No time for love. She just wanna fuck. Off FX pill. She just wanna melt. Baby, what's your tell? You know that I'm chill. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hi. 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 Yeah. Fun. No time for love. She just wanna fuck. Off FX pill. She just wanna melt. Baby, what's your tell? You know that I'm chill. She just wanna melt. Baby, what's your tell? You know that I'm chill. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hi. Hi. chill. You know that I'm trill. We gon' touch a mill. Speaking of ecstasy, I went no messages. I'm talking about having sex. I went no mentions, bitch. She wanna fuck, I'm sipping Dre, straight out the cup. She wanna hug, no time for love, no time for love, no time for love, no time for love. She just wanna fuck, off FX pill. She just wanna rub, baby what's your tell? You know that I'm chill. Oh yeah. Waiting for this to hurry up, bro. All right, I think I'm gonna end the stream off here. Honestly, I'll probably get back on later tonight. I know there's like another song that I want to do later tonight, but I think that's it for now. Cause I got a few things that I gotta do. I got a few things that I gotta do. First off, I gotta go to the bank. Then I gotta go to first off, I gotta go to the gym. Then I gotta go to the bank. Then I gotta get something to eat because I'm starving right now. But this will be posted up on YouTube. So if you have not if you missed out, you just missed out. But you can always go back and watch it again. That's why I'm gonna keep it up on YouTube for now. The other video / the other stream that I did, I'm probably gonna use that for like TikTok videos or whatever. But this one, I'm probably gonna like mainly keep up and just share it to everybody. But yeah, I'll probably And since it's an hour long, I'll probably edit this one too for TikTok. The other one is like 3 hours long, but that's like way too long for me to edit. Sit down and just edit it. But this one will probably take some time to just edit and whatnot. If this shit will hurry up, oh my god, bro. But yeah.
yeah, shouts out to the ones that just started coming in. You missed out. You missed out. I'll probably get back later tonight and stream The Evil Within 2, because I've been wanting to play that for the longest. So shouts out to the ones that just started coming in, but I will be getting off now. This has